All right. All right, so we're going into the call flow. So as you can see, this is a funnel, right? So the leads are at the top, and the whole idea of a funnel, I don't know if you guys are familiar, but more than likely you are, is to get the money out at the bottom. So that's why the funnel is wider at the top, because we don't know what type of lead is coming in, but we know what kind of lead we need to get the money, right? So let's get into it. You got to understand, you are not an order processor. First thing, you need to understand, you are conducting job interviews. You are conducting a job interview. That's the posture that you need to have on this phone call. You're not here to type applications. You are here to do a job interview, and the result that it may turn into an application or it may not. And I need you to understand that when you're talking to these drivers, you have something of value, and that's the reason why they contacted you. You need to always understand that driver contacted you. Okay? You did not contact that driver. This is direct response marketing. You put up an ad, the person responds to it. That's the reason why we're talking now. Okay? That's the first thing you need to understand. The driver called you or submitted a resume. You didn't go knock on their door, they knocked on your door. And that's the posture that you have to have as a recruiter. So always maintain your posture. Okay? Driver calls in, ring, ring. Hey, what's going on with that job over there in such and such? Redirect that call. Control that call out of the gate. If you call it, what you got going on in Cleveland, Ohio? Oh, okay, sir. Hold on. So do you have any tickets, points, incidents, accidents? First question you ask them. That's the first thing. Jedi mind trick. Okay? Jedi. And I'm telling you this, I have conviction of this because I am a result of this. This is the reason why I don't work for nobody, because I mastered this. Okay? In corporate America. Now I just took it out here in the real world. Driver call in. Hey, what you got going on in Cleveland, Ohio? Do you have any tickets, points, incidents, accidents? Just like that. You ain't even heard them. Act like you ain't even heard them. Okay? Because you have a process to go through. You can't waste time. You need you need to talk to as many qualified drivers as you can. That it's a numbers game, it's a math game, but it's a mental game too. And you gotta have courage. So let's get into it. Vet that driver. Do you have any tickets, points, in an accident? They say, yeah, I have I got 2 accidents. When? Within the last 3 years? Yep. Get off the phone. The call ends right there. Okay? Driver says, hey, well, you know what? Can you at least explain something? Hey, I would, but today I'm super busy. Maybe some other time. Get off the phone. I'm telling you guys as raw as I can, because I'm trying to help you make money. The next one. Do you have any DUIs, felonies, or misdemeanors? Yeah, I got a DUI last year. Get off the phone. Yes, I got a felony. I'm on parole probation right now. Get off the phone. Okay? I'm on parole right. My parole officer let me leave the state. Get off the phone. Get off the phone. There is nothing you can do with that driver. Okay? They got a DUI that's 5 years and older. You can do something with them. Okay? They got a BS misdemeanor. Like got a guy I hired in Virginia. He had a misdemeanor for making a false statement. Come on, man. What kind of crap is that? Got him hired. Okay? But most of the misdemeanors and felonies, hey, we had a family issue that spun out of control. Get off the phone. We ain't got time for it. I don't know what happened with your family. Hey, listen. They got multiple incidents. What's the incident, Julian? Hey, they got stuck in the mud behind Family Dollar 3 times and had to get towed out. Get off the phone. Okay? Ask them the reason why they're looking for a job. We're moving down in the funnel. You need to find out why they're calling in. Okay? And some of them will try to hit you with that. It's always about money, right? No, it ain't. Because the reason why I'm doing this, it ain't about the money. I ain't getting paid to train you. If it was about the money, I wouldn't even be here, because I didn't get paid for the first 3 months. I'm trying to stop that from happening to anybody else that come in the industry, because I had to learn the hard way. There was no mentoring. There was no training. It was a PDF telling me how to submit jobs. That's all I had. And I was determined. So you ask them, why are you looking for another job? I like it when the driver says, hey, my wife needed me to get home. Or hey, there's some women out here now. They ain't in a relationship with other women. I get it all the time. My partner wants me home. Whatever floats your boat. I don't have nothing to do with that. Okay? I'm a businessman. So at the end of the day, you gotta find that. Ask them why are they looking, because later on you're gonna need to tap that pain throughout the call, because you can find out if they BSing you or not. Because they don't have a proper reason, get off the phone. Okay? Because you get on the phone with that driver that says, hey, I'm just looking around. When they tell you that why, get off the phone. He wasting your time. I had it last week. And I was just looking, sometimes I like to shop. You like to shop, go to the mall. This ain't the mall, okay? This is serious business here. And I ain't trying to say you can't be friendly, but I'm just saying, be friendly, but follow this process. You can be friendly, follow this process. I'm friendly. I love talking to these drivers, but I will follow this process and get to the driver I can be friendly with and make money, okay? So the next question, resolve the issue with the driver with the best job that you have. More than 99% of the time, they're calling in about the particular job they've seen on the internet. But there are instances where you can flip that driver into a job that they qualify for that they didn't qualify for the original offer. So let's say, for example, in Houston, Texas, you know, Heartland Express is out there. They have a job. You got to have 6 months experience, and they only have 10-speed transmission trucks. However, let's say if you get the driver on the phone, they got 6 months of experience, but they got an automatic restriction. They can't drive 10 speeds. You can flip them to CFI. You may be able to flip them to US Express. But again, that only comes into play if, you know, the driver doesn't qualify for those type of reasons. We'll go more into flipping later. And then multiple closing statements. My favorite closing statement is, let's get, this is how we get the ball rolling. I love to say that. And I just shut up. So let's say at the end of the close, what I like to do is explain everything about that job, that everything possible. So I like to tell them, how much they're going to be making, when they're going to get home, the full benefits, and any other detail. I tell them almost everything about that job. I don't tell them everything, but I tell them almost everything about that job. Why? Because when it gets to the end of the call, what questions do you have? And they'll say, well, none. Then I'll say, well, this is how we do the application process to get the ball rolling. We take it over the phone. Then I just shut up, right? Now, the reason why I say I don't say everything, because there's certain things from certain jobs because what it is that people in general want to get paid the most amount of money for doing the least amount as possible. So don't tell them everything about the job. But if the job is super easy, tell them everything, right? That's a part of selling. Sorry if you didn't know that. So, for example, Heartland has a position, let's say a region, Texas regional out in Texas with Heartland. No touch, 90% drop and hook, full benefits, medical, dental, PTO, 401k, say it just like that. Average, low end average of $1,000. I always like to say average. Low end average is $1,000. And you're home every week, 2 full days. There's nothing else, and 10 speed, there's nothing else to ask about that job. That sounds easy. Anybody can do that. So that's when you go into, do you have any other questions? After that, most of the time they say, nah. Then you say, okay, well, you know what? The application, to get the ball rolling, the application process is, we take the app over the phone, we get it processed, we pull your DAC report, we pull your criminal history, and then we call you over the phone, confirm everything, So, how soon will you be looking to go to orientation? Again, that's another close. And then that driver say, yeah, man, that sounds good. Let's go ahead and get it rolling. Well, let's get it rolling. That's the end of this training, okay? Have a good one.